Well, what a difference a day makes, huh? It's Thursday, January 7th. Of course, I'm going to speak about January 6th, of course. Some of you might be able to guess some of the things I'm thinking. Some of you are probably dead wrong, and some of you are probably dead right. But to me, the real obvious thing is that insurrection attempt that we saw on the Capitol is exactly where this has been headed. How can we expect an orderly, sane process to occur when we have been coddling this psychopath in office for 4 years? I'm not the only one who's been saying it, but I do have professional credentials to speak from regarding mental health and mental health issues. I do. And I said it before he got in office. I've been saying it very steadily. How can you expect a positive outcome with such a disaster in the first place? So there's that. And the other thing, of course, I've been saying on social media, and thankfully people are saying it out loud, is that look at the double standard of treatment of the people. Look at the way that Washington was, they had fully dressed and ready for Black Lives Matter protests. They were ready. And people have been showing those pictures of the uniformed guards in their flak and everything, ready for Black Lives. And then these cretins literally run in and into the Capitol. If those were black faces, they wouldn't have made it up the steps. There would be blood running down those steps in the streets, and there's no denying it. Some of my white friends want to say, well, don't you think maybe this is the beginning of something turning around? No. But what I've seen happen, which is likely what will happen, is that corporate-owned rich media and all those people who don't represent common Americans, they'll find a way to spin this and shove it out of the way. Just like last night, I listened to some conservative talk radio, how people cannot take responsibility for their own behavior, and they're insisting that there were plants that caused the violence. Antifa isn't even a group. It's ridiculous. The term. I'm an anti-fascist, but I'm not a label. The whole point is I care about humanity, and so therefore, how could I be into fascism if I care about my fellow human beings? They're incompatible. So, let's see where all this heads. I don't necessarily predict good things because no one's in control. No one's in charge. I barely played any music yesterday because of this madness. I was glued, frankly, to my computer, interacting and seeing what's going on. The little bit of music I played it. This is one of my favorite remixes by Radiohead. Give Up the Ghost, Codex, Little by Little. This particular one, the Codex Illum Sphere remix. I find it very... When I first heard it, it really captivated. It brought me to tears for some reason. I don't know what he's saying. There was something about the way the music moved. And as I listened to it last night, I was remembering that feeling. It's not the same, but I still really like that song. Someone sent this guy to me, Ryan Power, and I listened to it last night, and part of it I really enjoyed, and then part of it I thought was, well, this is kind of clever, and annoying. There was a point last night when watching just absorbing what was happening. I needed Magma, the power of Magma's music, and it worked. This music seems to have power more than anger. it seems to have some kind of conviction, and it just really helped me. Magma, played this too, just letting my moods and my thoughts go where they go. And the music helped. Harmonia Eno 76. Some cool stuff on here and some junk on here. So I skipped several tracks that just weren't doing it. But a couple on here were just what I needed last night. Just what I needed. This is a prog album I love. And Lonely Robot doesn't seem to be as good to me. Kino came out of the band. Members came out of the band It Bites and some other bands. But this album, Picture by Kino, I think is just fantastic. And I have to play it loud. I love the drumming on here. Porcupine Tree's original drummer. What he does on here has soul. He plays these songs like he cares about them. It sounds like soul to me. Brigitte Fontaine Folle. It was just a great, I need to check the hell out of America in my head. That's what was going on. I said, I just don't need to be in this country mentally. And music helps me do that. And this was a good one last night. Brigitte Fontaine. Anything else? Yeah. Another record that someone sent me, I knew nothing about the band beforehand. Spar, Under Pressure. This is a mixed bag. It goes from sounding like electropop to cabaret Voltaire to progressive rock to something else. So every track on this wasn't satisfying. But there were a couple that I said, wow, I really like this, and actually played them again. So whoever sent this to me, thank you. Spar. Let's see what happens today. Oh, something else that I played. You guys know the band Virgin Prunes? I think they were Irish or Welsh. You'll let me know. A New Form of Beauty. They were kind of starkly ugly beautiful. Just some would say they were just weird, but no, there was something really telling about their music and the way they were very theatrical on stage, and the androgyny and the makeup. Not exactly sure what they were getting at, but I related to it. This is very real. This is a reflection of what mankind is actually like, not the picture we want to always see. Well, folks, talk to me. How do you think? What do you think about all this mess? You know what I'm saying? It's really that behavior yesterday just again illustrates that negative, hateful, so self-centered behavior. It just hurts us all. How unthinking are these people, these Trump supporters? Where was that supposed to end? How is that supposed to be helpful to everyone? How is that supposed to help democracy? How is that supposed to help us during this pandemic? Those people were complete cretins and buffoons. Like I told you, 2021 is a bitch already. It fucking sucks already, doesn't it? What are we gonna do?